All right, I'm gonna be gentle here because I don't want to burn the tires out, but hi everybody, Jim from County Corvette on this beautiful November day. I keep on saying we're not going to keep getting days like this, but it's in the mid 60s here and I'll take it. So I have a 69 Chevelle here. We just got this in, belonged to a very good customer. He's had it about 6 years. I remember when he bought it. Matter of fact, I remember it well because it was shipped here, and in the process of shipping, the carrier damaged the rear bumper. A little ding in it, but we replaced the bumper and kind of got acclimated with the car. And I'll tell you, he's had the car now for several years and I haven't seen it that much, but we just got it in for sale now and I've gotten to know the car even better. And what I can tell you is I really like this car. First off, it is a real SS convertible in this color combination, with the exception of the top. The car was equipped with a black top, but it is a power top, and the car was originally in Le Mans blue with the parchment interior, bucket seats, console, 4-speed, 396, 3 1/4. I think it's built to, 350 plus specs, has maybe a little bit better of a cam in it because it runs just superb. Power brakes, power disc brakes, power steering was added on the car, but that's okay because it really does drive nice. It has 2 sets of wheels and tires. It's got a set of radials with 15-inch rallies, and then these original rims with the correct Firestone wide ovals. So that's what we're going to drive it with. I drove it a little earlier. The car really runs great, and it's a lot of fun. This car was a body-off restoration, done extremely well. It was a nice original car to start with, mostly original sheet metal. I believe it's had a couple repairs. The quarters have been repaired, light rust as they all do. Small floorboard repair. I don't believe I have pictures, but that was in the notes of the restoration. But I can tell you, it was done well. It's painted underneath. It was definitely a nice body off restoration. I mean, I've seen a million of them. Restoration on this car, you're well into, $100,000+ for a nice car to start with. So, the asking price on this car is, I think, just a stupendous bargain for what the car is. And if I didn't mention it just now, this thing has its original build sheet, which again, super rare. Believe it's the original engine, but it was decked, so that devalues it a little bit. But that's baked into the price. If this was the original stamp on there, it would be a $100,000 car, but we're asking a lot less than that. So take a good look at it if you're in the market for one. You're not going to find one in this color combination restored at this level in this price range. There's just not one out there, so this is the one to buy. I don't think this car is going to be around very long, and check it out. I urge you to. If you want a Chevelle, this is the one to buy for a high quality driver. If you're looking for a museum car for your museum, it's not the right one. But all that said, I'm real happy with the way everything performed. We didn't we got it up on lift, evaluated it. It has a new tank in it, but the seam is leaking on it. We're going to replace that. And for whatever reason, somebody put a rubber return fuel line on there. We're going to put a steel line on there and get that the way it should be. But other than that, I'm really pleased with the restoration. Everything looks good under there, and like the way the car runs and drives. So we're going to take you out for a spin. I want to drive it on this beautiful day. So let's go. I can tell you, I drove this thing earlier, and with these bias ply tires, it's kind of a hoot because it will just light them up, and not even trying. If you're in first gear and just going along 15, 20 miles and you stomp it, it'll light the tires up, and that's kind of fun. Not what I want to do here. I'll do that for you briefly just to show you how the thing runs correctly, but it's a lot of fun to drive. Now with the radials on, I'd not driven it with the radials on. We did the photography with these correct appearing wheels and tire combination because I believe that's the way it should be presented. But me personally, if I was driving the car around, I'm I'm gonna put the radials back on it. But smooth and tight. Really just a sweetheart of a car. I'll tell you what, it's in a price range that I would buy this car because, you know, I've got kids and my son's bigger than me, so he'd probably have to sit in the front here, but you know, it's a car that you can enjoy with, you know, with the top down and 2 extra people, so there you go. But the transmission and engine, everything's really dialed in here. All right, I'm gonna have a little fun, so hang on. We just lit up the tires, man. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna do it again because I don't wanna take tread off of these things because they look like they're brand new. But, you know, driving at 55 here on these F70s, this thing goes down the road really nice. With a set of radials, man, it's going to be a different animal. I can't recall the gearing in this thing, but if I'd had to guess, it'd be in the 355, 370 range. That's what it feels like just going down the road here. I haven't driven a lot of Chevelles lately. We don't get a lot of these cars in, but this is a car I'm real happy to put out there with our name on it. Simply because it's so far in between that you get a real one, you know, with the parchment and buckets and all that. So I will tell you that there's just not a lot of these cars that they made in this combination, and not too many in the marketplace. So it's got some added options. Granted, I believe the power top is added and the power steering, because I didn't see them on the build sheet, but that's okay. They're not changing the structural integrity of the car, and they are nice creature comforts. All right, I'm going to be gentle here because I don't want to burn the tires out, but all right, that's all I'm doing with these bias plies. 75 miles an hour is a little faster than I like to go, but man, it runs right up the red line, smooth as silk. It runs the way it should, guys. Steering wheel's off a little bit. I would like to see it with the radial tires on here. Maybe a quick alignment on the front. No, you can't align the back. It's a solid rear. But other than that, man, this thing's dialed in. So we'll take a look at that. I would prefer to deliver this car with the you know, with the radial tires on it. But hey, man, it's you buy this car, you'll enjoy it how you see fit. A great cruise night car, but a car you can drive it. I wouldn't hesitate to take it for an hour drive. You know, everything's been gone through with the coolant system and all that. Just a great little restored Chevelle. So I don't think it's going to be around long. This is one of those cars that might not even make the website. So by the time this is out there, it could be sold. And I'm not saying that as a pressure salesman. Hey, thank you. You know, thumbs up, a heavy duty thumbs up on that. And the guy wasn't a boomer either. It's pretty wild. Yeah, I don't do pressure. I don't particularly like it when people do that to me, but you know, again, you know, there's just not a lot of these cars on the marketplace, and if I was looking for one, I'd buy this car without hesitating. Oh, and it is a car you can buy sight unseen. You know, the paint on it is I'd say an 8 out of 10, and that'd be 10 if 10 was a concourse like we do. You know, it's been painted a while, but it really is a nice job, and it's held up really good. All right, so there you go. Give us a call on this thing if you got a trade, offer. Don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks for watching my video, and please, please, please subscribe. Thanks, guys.